of true love never did run smooth. And never did love run as badly as it did on one midsummer's night. All the people in Athens were happy. Yay! Woo! They were awaiting the wedding of their Duke Theseus and our beautiful Hippolyta.
Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in another moon, but oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
But love was not so simple for the other lovers in the hot town of Athens. Hermia loved Lysander, and Lysander loved Hermia. And what could be better than that, huh? At the same time in Athens, Helena loved Demetrius. Yay! But Demetrius did not love Helena. Oh no. Instead, Demetrius loved Hermia. Oh no. Both Demetrius and Lysander love Hermia, and poor Helena is in love with Demetrius. Now what could be worse than that? Well, Hermia's father was worse than that. Hermia's father chose Demetrius to be Hermia's husband in marriage. This made Demetrius happy. But Hermia's father did not choose poor Lysander, who is in love with Hermia, and Hermia is in love with Lysander. Did you get all that? Let's recap. Hermia and Lysander are in love, but Demetrius also loves Hermia. Oh no. Now Helena is in love with Demetrius, but remember, Demetrius only loves Hermia, so Helena's love is unfulfilled. And to make it worse, Hermia's father chose Demetrius. This, of course, made Demetrius happy, but not Hermia, Lysander, or Helena. Hermia's father chose Demetrius. Poor Lysander. Poor Hermia. Poor Helena. Happy Demetrius.
Stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love, doing thee injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned duke.
Thanks, good Demetrius. What say you, fair Hermia? Be advised, fair maid, to you your father's will should be as a god. Demetrius is a most worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander!
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked but with my eyes.
Rather, with your eyes must his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I am made bold in such a presence here to plead my thoughts, but I beseech your grace that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. If you yield not to your father's choice, you can live the life of a nun, to live a barren sister all your life, chanting faint hymns to the cold and fruitless moon.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord.
Take time to pause, and upon the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else be wed to Demetrius, as he would. Or I, austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazed title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him? I am, my lord, as well derived as he. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way as fairly ranked. And, which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Demetrius made love to Helena and won her soul, and she, sweet lady, dotes devoutly dotes with idolatry on this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess that I have heard so much. Demetrius, come. You shall join me. I have some private schooling for you. For you, fair Hermia. Look fit your fancies to your father's will, or else the law of Athens yields you up to death or to a vow of single life. Come, Hippolyta, what cheer, my love? Demetrius, I must employ you in some business.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How chance the roses there do fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
The course of true love never did run smooth.
And the law in Athens did say that if Hermia disobeyed her father, she would either be killed or she would be shut up in a nunnery for the rest of her life. The lovers were in despair. Despair leads to desperation, and desperation leads lovers to do desperate things.
Oh, hell, to choose love by another's eyes.
Or if there were a sympathy in choice, so quick bright things come to confusion.
True lovers have been ever crossed, as due to love as thoughts and dreams and sighs, wishes and tears. Poor fancy's followers.
Hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager, of great fortune, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me, then steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood there will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
That very night, first Hermia, then Lysander snuck away from the town of Athens. They were going to meet in the woods not far from Athens. They were going to escape together. And everything would have turned out great if Hermia had kept her mouth shut. But she decided to tell Helena, who was her best friend, all about the lovers' plan.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Where to away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Sickness is catching. Yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye. My tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Were the world mine, I'd give to be you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I loveth, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. Demetrius no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place.
Helen, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold a time that lovers' flights doth still conceal, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood, where often you and I meet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. Farewell, sweet playfellow, pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander, we must starve our sight from lovers' food till morrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia.
How happy some over other some can be. To Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind? Before Demetrius looked on Hermia's eyes, he hailed on oaths that he was only mine, and then some heat from Hermia he felt. So he dissolved, and his love showers of oaths did melt. I will go and tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood will he tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense.
Then Helena, hoping to please Demetrius, told Demetrius all about Hermia and Lysander's plan to meet in the wooded forest. Helena just hoped to please Demetrius since she loved him so much, even though he loved Hermia. Really mad and angry, Demetrius rushed after the runaways, wanting to win over Hermia's love. Stumbling, Helena follows Demetrius. She was still hoping for something nice from Demetrius, like giving a bone to a starving dog. And so the four lovers rushed into the woods. But they were not the only ones to leave Athens that night for the secrecy of the woods. A gang of men who were hoping to put on a play as entertainment for the wedding of Duke Theseus and Hippolyta. This gang of men was meeting in the woods too, in order to rehearse their important play. Here come the men now, the actors. Peter Quince, the carpenter and scholar teacher of the company. Nick Bottom, the weaver, a great man of towering strength. At least he thought so. Flute, the bellows mender. Snout, the tinkerer. Snug, the joiner. And Starveling, the tailor. What a busy night in the woods this was. So very much was happening.
Is all our company here?
All were good men of Athens. They were meeting in secret to rehearse their play. The play that they chose was, most fittingly, about lovers, called Pyramus and Thisbe.
You were best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is a scroll with every man's name, which is thought fit through all of Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on. Then, read the names of your actors, and so grow to a point.
Mary, our play is The Most Lamentable Comedy and the Most Cruel Death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you. Now, good Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready. Name what part I am for, and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover that kills himself, most gallant for love.
This will ask some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms. This was lofty. Now, name the rest of the players.
Francis Flute, the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
You may speak as small as you will.
Let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Ah, Pyramus, lover dear, thy Thisbe dear and lady dear.
No, no. You must play Pyramus. And Flute, you, Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling, the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You, Pyramus's father. Myself, Thisbe's father.
There was a lion in the play too. Rawr! He will really scare Thisbe, and he will create much confusion.
Snug the joiner, you the lion's part.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You may do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Roar! Roar!
Roar!
Roar!
Roar!
Roar!
Let me play the lion too. I will roar. Roar, that I will. I will roar that I will make the Duke say, let him roar again. Ha ha! Let him roar again. Oh, thank you so much.
And you should do it terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies, that they would shriek. Ah! And that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us, every mother's son.
I grant you, friends, if that you should fright the ladies out of their wits, they would have no more discretion but to hang us. But I would aggravate my voice, so that I will roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I would roar you as gently as any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus. Therefore, you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it. What beard were I best to play it in?
Why, what you will.
I will discharge it in either your straw-color beard, your orange tawny beard, your purple and grain beard, or your French crown color beard, your most perfect yellow.
Tomorrow night, meet me in the palace wood, a mile without the town, by moonlight. There will we rehearse. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, be perfect. Adieu. Adieu!
The woods near Athens where the lovers meet glowed with magic. It was a strange woods, huge and mysterious, haunted by more than spinning spiders, beetles, hedgehogs, and softly gliding spotted snakes. And there, in those magic woods, also lived the dreaded king of the fairies in the nighttime world with his wild sidekick henchmen. The king tells his henchmen what magic he wants done, and the henchman makes it happen. There were 4 different worlds of great love in our play. There was the loving world of Duke Theseus and his fiancée Hippolyta, and then there was the loving world of the young Athenian people, Hermia and Lysander, Helena and Demetrius. Then there was the acting theatrical love of Pyramus and Thisbe, hoping to be performed in a play for the soon-to-be important wedding. And last of all, there was the love of the magical fairy kingdom. In this spirit world, the sometimes gruff king was named Oberon, and his feisty queen, Titania. It was a love-hate relationship. They ruled the fairy kingdom of such fairies as Peas Blossom, Cobweb, Moth, and Mustard Seed, who served them faithfully, especially Titania. And at the head of this pack of fairies was Puck, devoted to Oberon.
How now, spirit? Whither wander you?
Over hill, over dale, thorough bush, thorough briar. Over park, over pale, thorough flood, thorough fire. I do wander everywhere, swifter than the moon's sphere. And we serve our fairy queen Titania, our queen and all our elves come here anon.
The King Oberon? Doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight, for Oberon is passing anger and wrath, because that she as her attendants hath a lovely boy stolen from an Asian king. Never she had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon will have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy.
Either I mistake your shape,
Or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite.
called Robin Goodfellow.
Puck, puck, puck! Are you not he?
Thou speak easy, all right? I am the merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile.
And Puck does whatever magic things that King Oberon wants him to do.
But room, fairy, here comes King Oberon.
Also in these woods lived Oberon's beautiful lady queen, Titania. She's queen of the fairies. Oberon and Titania, both very strong, often quarreled. They fought despite their deep love for each other. They are fighting now because Oberon wants for himself a young changeling boy that Titania has taken to be one of her very own fairies. Oh, here comes Titania now with her band of fairies, and with her is the young changeling boy that Oberon wants for himself. And here, our mistress.
Would that he were gone.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
Titania, his queen.
What jealous Oberon! Fairies, skip hence. I have forsworn his bed and his company.
Tarry, rash wanton, am not I thy lord?
Then I must be thy lady, but I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland your buskin mistress and your warrior love. To Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity.
How canst thou thus, for shame, Titania, glance in my credit with Hippolyta, knowing I know thy love to Theseus?
These are the forgeries of jealousy!
Do you amend it then? It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her Oberon? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set your heart at rest. The fairyland buys not the child of me. His mother was a votress of my order, and in that spice station air by night full often, she gossiped by my side, and sat with me on Neptune's yellow sands, marking the embarked traders on the flood, when we have laughed to see the sails conceive and grow big-bellied in the wanton wind, which she, with pretty and with swimming gait, following her woo, then rich with my young squire, would imitate and sail upon the land to fetch me trifles and return again, as from a voyage rich with merchandise. But she, being mortal, of that boy did die, and it is for her sake do I rear up the boy, and it is for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this forest wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day, if you will patiently dance in our round and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me, and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy, and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies,
Away! We shall try downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle Puck, come hither. Thou rememberst, since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid all armed, a certain aim he took. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love and idleness. Fetch me that flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it, on sleeping eyelids laid, will make or men or women madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this herb, and be thou here again.
I will put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she's asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, she shall pursue it with the soul of love.
The flower herb that Puck was sent to fetch grew far, far, far away in the west. I said west. Yes. It was a certain purple flower that possessed strange powers. If the juice of it was put on the eyes of someone sleeping, then the moment they awoke, the sleeper would fall wildly, madly, passionately, and magically in love with the very first living creature their anointed eyes would see. No matter who or what it was.
And before I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her changeling page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were here in this woods, and here am I, and woed within this woods, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Therefore get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, but yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. You leave your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that, I do love you the more. I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, woof woof, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me, but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, use me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. Woof woof. What worser place can I beg in your love, and yet a place of high respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog?
Tempt not the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not. To trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege. For that, it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore, I think I am not in the night. Nor doth this wood lack worlds of company. For you, in my respect, are all the world. Then how can it be said that I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee. and hide me in the brakes and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest beast hath not a heart such as you. Run when you will.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go. Or, if thou do follow me, do not believe but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
I, in the temple, in the town, in the field. You do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius! Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, but we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make it heaven of hell, to die upon the hands I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere Demetrius leaves this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Hark! Hast thou the flower there? Welcome, wanderer.
Aye! Here it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxliffs and the nodding violet grows, quite over canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses, and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania some time of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And with the juice of this, I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes. But do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Effect it with some care, that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord. Your servant shall do so.
Come now, a roundel and a fairy song. Then, for the third part of a minute, hence, sing me now asleep, then to your offices, and let me rest. You spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs be not seen. Newts and blind worms do no wrong, come not near our fairy queen. Weaving spiders come not here, hence you long-legged spiders, hence. Beetles black approach not near, worm nor snail do no offense. Hence, away. Now all is well, we aloof stand, sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake, be it once or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair. In thy eye that shall appear when thou wakest, it is thy dear.
Then Oberon put the icing on his curse.
Wake when some vile thing is near.
Fair love, you faint with wandering in the wood. And to speak troth, I have forgot our way. We'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out to bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near. Lie further off in human modesty. Such separation may well be said becomes a virtuous bachelor and maid. So far be distant. Good night, sweet friend. Thy life never alter till thy sweet life end.
Now it's Puck's time to mess things up. He mistakes Lysander asleep and thinks he is Demetrius. And he mistakes sleeping Hermia and thinks she is Helena, so he anoints the wrong eyes with purple flower magic dust.
Through the forest I have gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force in stirring love, night and silence. Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despised the Athenian maid. And here the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth owe. When thou wakest, let love forbid. Sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So, awake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay, though thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
Hence, hence, I charge thee, hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou turkling leave me? Do not so.
Stay, on thy peril. I alone will go.
Oh, I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoever she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, no, I am as ugly as a bear, for beasts that meet me run away for fear. But who is here? On the ground? Lysander? Dead? Or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake!
And run through fire will I for thy sweet sake.
Do not say so, Lysander. Yet if Hermia still loves you, then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love, who would not change a raven for a dove. The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid, and leads me to your eyes where I overlook love stories written in love's richest book.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born, when at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough? Is it not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius's eyes? But you must flout my insufficiency. Good sooth, you do me wrong, good troth, you do! In such a disdainful manner me to woo, but fare you well!
Hermia, sleep thou there, and never mayst thou come Lysander near. Of all be hated, but the most of me, and all my powers address your love and might to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me, do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. Ay me, the pity, what a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? What, removed? Lysander! Lord! What, out of hearing gone? No sound, no word? Alack! Where are you?
And if you hear, speak of all loves, I swoon, almost with fear. No, and I will perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you I will find immediately.
Let us leave this tangled mess of lovers, and let's watch the play that the workers are rehearsing. Bottom starts the rehearsal now. Let's look in.
Are we all met?
Here is a marvelous, convenient place for our rehearsal. Come now, come now.
And so the play gets cast. All the characters' parts are given out. The part of Pyramus the lover is given to Bottom. And the part of Thisbe the lady is given to Flute.
Let me not play a woman. I have a beard coming.
Flute will play Thisbe the lady.
Ugh.
Snug is going to play the lion.
Roar!
Starveling is going to play the moon. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. And Snout will play the wall. That wall that cruelly separated the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, and kept those lovers apart.
Grrr! Ah!
And Peter Quince, the wise, the wise scholar, will direct the play.
If that may be, then all is well. Come and rehearse your parts.
They think they're rehearsing in private secret, but in actual fact, they have a special unseen audience. Puck!
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here, so near the cradle of the fairy queen? What? A play? I'll be an audience. In act or two, if I see calls. A stranger, Pyramus, then ere played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, speak.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Niddy's tomb.
Ninus's tomb, man. Why, you must not speak that yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your part at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter. Your cue is passed.
And now, Puck magically places the donkey's head on Bottom.
Pyramus, enter.
If I were fair, fair Thisbe, I were only thine.
Ah!
Oh, monstrous. Oh, strange. We are hunted. Pray, masters. Fly, masters. Help!
Ah!
Why do they run away? This is a knavery of them to make me afraid.
Bless thee, Bottom. Bless thee. Thou art translated.
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me. To fright me if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down here, and I will sing, that they shall hear I am not afraid. The whistlecock so black of hue, with orange tawny bill, the throstle with her notes so true, the wren with little quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed? I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored by thy note.
So is mine eye enthralled by thy shape. On the first view to say, I swear I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither. But if I had wit enough to get out of this wood...
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me, and I will purge thy mortal grossness so. Then thou like an airy spirit go. Peas blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed, ready.
And I.
And I.
And I. Where shall we go?
Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Hop in his walks and gambol in his eyes, to have my love to bed and to arise. Then pluck the wings of painted butterflies, to fan the moonbeams from his sleeping eyes. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail.
Mortal.
Hail.
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 I cry your worship's mercy heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I shall make bold with thee. Your name, honest gentleman.
Peas blossom.
I pray you, commend me to Mistress Squash, your mother, and Master Peascod, your father. I shall desire your more acquaintance too, good gentleman. Your name, I beseech you, sir.
Mustard seed.
Your kindred had made my eyes water. I shall desire you a more acquaintance, good Master Mustard Seed.
Come, wait upon him, lead him to my bower, tie up my love's tongue, and bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awaked. Then what it was that next came in her eyes. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night will now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with a monster is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of rude mechanicals were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus's nuptial day. Pyramus presented in their sport an ass's knoll I fixed on his head. When in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked and straightway loved an ass.
This falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet leeched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping. That is finished too. And the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked, of force she must be eyed.
Stand close. This is the same Athenian.
This the woman, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I but chide, but I should use thee worse. For thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse, if thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep. Where is he?
Ah, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I had rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou hast me past the bounds of maiden's patience. Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth be never numbered among men. Oh, once tell true, even for my sake. Durst thou have looked upon him being awake? And hast thou killed him sleeping?
I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get therefore?
A privilege never to see me more. Now from thy hated presence part I so.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here, therefore, for a while I will remain. Heaviness doth heavier grow. Sleep doth sorrow owe. Here I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. About the wood go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. By some illusion see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye hit with Cupid's archery.
Now, Oberon sprinkles magic dust on Demetrius's eyes.
Sink in apple of his eyes. When his love it doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
These vows are Hermia's,
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
nor none in my mind. Now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Helen, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine. To what, my love, shall I compare thine eyne? Oh, let me kiss this princess of white, this seal of bliss.
Oh, spite! Oh, hell! I see you are all bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. Can you not hate me as I know you do? But you must join in souls to mock me too. If you were men, as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so, to vow and swear, and super praise my parts, when I am sure you hate me with your hearts. You both are rivals, and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena.
You are unkind, Demetrius, be not so. For you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love I yield you up my part, and yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. And now to Helen is it home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Lysander, look where thy love comes. Yonder is thy dear Hermia.
Why unkindly didst thou leave me so?
Why should he stay, whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, who more engilds the night. Why seek'st thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
Lo! She is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they had conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, oh, is it all forgot? All school days, friendship, childhood innocence, so we grow together, and now will you rent our ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend?
I understand not what you mean by this.
Stay, gentle Helena, hear my excuse. My love, my life, my soul, fair Helena.
Oh, excellent!
Sweet, do not scorn her so.
Helen, I love thee. By my life I do.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw and prove it too.
Why are you grown so rude? What change is this, sweet love?
Thy love? Out, tawny Tartar, out! Out, loathe medicine, O hated potion, hence!
Do you not jest?
Yes, soothe, and so do you.
What, should I hurt her? Strike her? Kill her dead? Although I hate her, I'll not harm her so.
What? Could you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh me, what news, my love? Am not I Hermia? Are not you Lysander?
'Tis no jest that I do hate thee, and love Helena.
Oh me, you juggler! You canker blossom! You thief of love! What? Have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him?
Have you no modesty? No maiden shame? No touch of bashfulness? What? Will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie! Fie! You counterfeit! You puppet! You!
Puppet? Why so? Ah, that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height, forsooth she hath prevailed with him. And have you grown so high in his esteem because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, you painted maypole? Speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low but that my nails can reach into thine eyes.
Pray you, gentlemen, though you mock me, let her not hurt me. Let her not strike me. You may think because she is something lower than myself that I can match her.
Lower! Hark! Again!
Good Hermia, do not be so bitter with me. I evermore did love you. Hermia?
Be not afraid, she shall not harm thee, Helena.
Ooh, when she's angry, she is keen and shrewd.
Lord, what fools these mortals be.
She was a vixen when she went to school, and though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little! Nothing but low and little! Let me come to her!
Get you gone, you dwarf! Now, follow if thou darest, to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow? Nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl.
I will not trust you. Though your hands be quicker for fray, my legs are longer, though to run away.
I am amazed, and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakes, or else commits thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garment he had on? And so far blameless proves my enterprise, that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. I therefore, Robin, overcast the night, and lead these testy rivals so astray, as one come not within another's way. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. I'll to my queen and beg her changeling child, and then I will her charmed eye release from monsters' view, and all things shall be peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste.
But haste, make no delay. We may effect this business today.
Come, thou gentle day, for if but once thou show me thy grey light, I'll find Demetrius and avenge this spite.
Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length on this cold bed. By day's approach, look to be visited.
Oh, weary night, oh long and tedious night. Steal me a while for mine own company.
Yet but three, come one more. Two of both kinds make up four. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe. I can no further crawl, no further go. Here will I rest me till the break of day.
On the ground, sleep sound, I'll apply to your eye. Gentle lover, remedy, Lysander. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye, and the country proverbs known, that every man should take his own. Jack shall have Jill, naught shall be ill, and all shall be well.
But the madness of love still lingered in another part of these Athenian woods.
Come, sit thee down upon thy flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and kiss thy fair large ears, my gentle joy.
Where's Peas Blossom?
Ready.
Scratch my head, Peas Blossom. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready.
Monsieur Cobweb? Good monsieur. Where is Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready. What is your will?
I must to the barber's, monsieur, for methinks I am marvellous hairy about the face, and I am but a tender ass. If my hair do but tickle me, I must scratch.
Sweet love, what thou desirest to eat?
And now, Bottom answers her question. Titania has flowers in her hair, and Bottom begins snarfing up those and chewing her flowers noisily.
Truly a pack of provender. Eehaw! I could munch your good dry oats. But I pray you, let none of your people stir me. I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
She puts his head in her lap and strokes his ears.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Oh, how I love thee! How I dote on thee!
Titania lays her head on top of Bottom's head and happily goes to sleep. Now, Oberon saw his chance to grab the changeling boy and take revenge, and with it, pity followed.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Your dotage now I do begin to pity. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first, I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be, see as thou wast wont to see. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon! What visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass!
There lies your love.
How these things come to pass? How mine eyes loathe his visage now!
Huck, take off this ass's head. Titania, music hall.
Music, ho, a music such as charmeth sleep.
Oh, my good sir. It truly has been such a long time since I've seen you last. Oh, that marvelous snout. It's just like your mother's. Oh, and your large ears, just like your father's. You might not remember me, but I did take care of you as a boy. Oh, well, I would not want to keep you. You must be on your way, then go. It was lovely seeing you. Mwah, mwah.
Now when thou wakest with thine own fool's eyes, peep!
Come, my queen, take hands with me and rock the ground whereon these sleepers be.
Oberon glides with Titania, dancing beautifully. Yes! They rock the ground with their dancing. And Puck dances with Bottom, Sans donkey head.
Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance in Duke Theseus' house triumphantly. And blessed to all fair prosperity, there shall the pairs of faithful lovers be wedded with Theseus, all in jollity.
Duke Theseus and Hippolyta are head of all the land. Oberon and Titania are head of all the fairy kingdom. And Bottom, with Quince, runs the workers/actors land.
Fairy king, attend and mark. I do hear the morning lark.
Then, my queen, in silence said, trip we after the night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
But soft! What nymphs are these?
Right here, asleep, are Lysander, Demetrius, and Helena. A strange gathering for all to see. But this is the day that Hermia must give her choice for a husband, Lysander or Demetrius. Hermia is a most disobedient child.
Go! Bid the huntsmen! Wake them with their horns!
Pardon. My lord.
I pray you all, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly, half sleep, half waking. I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might be without the peril of the Athenian law.
My dear lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is my love for Hermia melted as the snow, and all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of mine eye is only Helena.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. For in the temple, by and by with us, these couples shall be eternally knit. Our purposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us! To Athens!
Hermia and Lysander, Helena and Demetrius, Hippolyta and Theseus.
3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta. Nailed it.
Are you sure we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep. We dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him?
Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta.
And he did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then, we are awake. Let's follow him, and along the way let us recount our dreams.
And another dreamer, and his name is Bottom, as you know. He is once again transformed from an ass to an actor. And this once donkey actor also left the forest woods. He went to find his acting troupe, which was very anxious about where he was. He knew they needed to rehearse their play.
Hey ho! Hey! Ho! Hey! Ho! Peter Quince! Flute, the bellows mender? Okay, fine. Snout, the tinker. Starveling? God's life! They have stolen hence and left me asleep. Left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I had a dream. Past would have man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if he goes about to expound this dream. Methought I was. There's no telling what. Methought I was. And methought I had. I will get Peter Quince to write me a ballad of this dream. It shall be called Bottom's Dream. Because it hath no bottom.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is it come home yet?
He cannot be heard of. Out of doubt, he is transported.
If he come not, then the play is marred. It goes not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have not a man in all Athens able to discharge Pyramus but he.
No, he hath simply the best wit of any handyman in Athens.
Yea, and the best person too. And he is a very paramour for a sweet voice.
You must say paragon. A paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Masters! The Duke Theseus is coming from the temple, with 2 or 3 lords and ladies, more married.
Oh, sweet bully bottom, I'll be hanged!
Where are these lads? Where are these hearts?
Bottom! Almost courageous day! Almost happy hour!
Not a word of me. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath dined. Get your apparel together. Meet presently at the palace. Every man look o'er his part. For the short and the long is our play is preferred. And, most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breaths. And I do not doubt but to hear them say, it is a sweet comedy. No more words. Away. Go. Away.
Adieu!
'Tis strange, my Theseus, that these lovers speak of.
More strange than true. I may never believe these antique fables, nor these fairy toys. The lunatic, the lover, and the poet are of imagination all compact.
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, howsoever strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us wait in your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have? What revels are in hand? Is there no play? Say, what abridgment have for you this evening? What mask? What music? How shall we beguile the lazy time, if not with some delight? The Battle of the Centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. We will have none of that. That have I told my love. The riot of the tipsy bacchanals, tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. 'Tis an old device, and it was played. The thrice three muses, mourning for the deceased learning late in beggary. That is some satire, keen and critical, not sort with any nuptial ceremony. A tedious, brief scene of young Pyramus and his lover Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Let's see. Merry and tragical. Tedious and brief. That is hot ice and wondrous strange snow. And I will have it. I will have that play. Go, bring them in, and take your places, ladies.
I love not to see wretchedness overcharged.
Why, gentle sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing in this kind.
The kind are we to give them thanks for nothing. Our sport shall be to take what they mistake. And what poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes it in might, not merit. Let him approach.
So Quince will step forward with his merry band of handyman actors. Quince will speak the prologue for their wonderful play, Pyramus and Thisbe.
If we offend, it is with our good will, that you should think we come not to offend, but with good will, to show our simple skill. That is the true beginning of our end. All for your delight, the actors are at hand, and by their show you shall know all that you are like to know.
He hath rid his prologue like a rough colt, he knows not the stop.
Indeed, he hath played on his prologue like a child.
Who is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on, till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. This beauteous lady, Thisbe, is certain. This man, with lime and rough cast, doth present wall, that vile wall which these lovers sunder. And through wall's chink, poor souls, they are content to whisper, at the which let no man wonder. This person, with langthorn, dog, and bush of thorn, presenteth moonshine, For by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which Lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright. And as she fled, her mantle she did fall, which Lion, vile, with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Whereat, with blood, with blade, with bloody, blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling, bloody breast. His dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let Lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
I wonder if the lion be able to speak.
No wonder, my lord, one lion may when many asses do.
I, one snout by name, present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think, that had in it a crannied hole, or a chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did whisper often, very secretly.
Would you desire Lime and Hair to speak better?
It is the wittiest that ever I heard discourse, my lord.
Pyramus draws near the wall. Silence!
O grim-looked night! O night with hue so black! O night, whichever art when day is not! O night! O night! Alack! 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 I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, that stands between her father's ground and mine. Thou wall, O sweet, O lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. No Thisbe do I see, O wicked wall, through whom I see no bliss. Cursed be thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, he should not. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue! She is to enter now, and I am to spy her through the hole in the wall. You shall see, it will fall pat as I told you. Yonder she comes!
Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. O wall, full often hast thou heard my moans for parting my fair Pyramus and me. My cherry lips have often, O wall, have I kissed thy stones with lime and hair knit up in thee.
I see a voice. Now must I to the chink, to spy. I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love thou art. My love, I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace. Oh, kiss me through the hole, this vile wall.
I kiss the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Wilt thou at Ninny's tomb?
Ninus' tomb!
At Ninny's tomb! Meet me straightway.
Tide life, tide death, I come without delay.
Thus have I, wall, my part being discharged so. And being done, thus wall away doth go.
Now is the mural down between the two neighbors.
No remedy, my lord, when walls are so willful to hear without warning.
This is the silliest stuff that ever I heard.
The best in this kind are but shadows, and the worst are no worse, if imagination amend them.
It must be your imagination then, and not theirs.
Here comes two noble beasts in, a man and a lion.
You ladies, you, whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion, in wildest rage, doth roar! Roar!
A very gentle beasts, and of good conscience.
The very best at a beast, my lord, that e'er I saw.
This lion is a very fox for his valor.
True. Let us listen to the moon.
This lantern does the horned moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head.
This lantern does the horned moon present. Myself, the man in the moon, do seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all. The man should be put into the lantern. How else is it the man in the moon?
He dares not come there for the candle, for you see it is already in snuff.
I am aweary of this moon. Would he would change?
Proceed, moon.
All that I have to say is to tell you that this lantern is the moon. I, the man in the moon. This sunbrush, my sunbrush. This dog, my dog.
But silence! Here comes Thisbe.
Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la. This is old, Ninny's tomb. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Ooh. Where is my love? Ooh. Ah. Ooh. A lion! Ah! Ah!
Roar!
Well roared, lion!
Well run, Thisbe.
Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la.
Well shown, moon.
Woof, woof, woof.
Truly, the moon shines with a good grace.
Well moused, lion.
Roar!
And so the lion vanished.
Is this bloody enough? Does it look good?
Bueno, perfecto. The lion leaves Thisbe's scarf in a place where Pyramus can't help but see it.
And then came Pyramus.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious, golden, glittering gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe's sight. But stay, O smite! But mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? Oh, how can it be? Oh, dainty duck, oh dear! Thy mantle, good! What, stained? With blood? Oh, quail, courage concluded, quail! Oh.
This passion and the death of a dear friend would go near to make a man look sad.
Be true, my heart, but I pity the man.
Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lion frame, since lion vile here hath deflowered my dear, who is? No, No. Who was the fairest dame ever who lived? Who loved? Who liked? Who looked with cheer? Come tears, confound. Out sword and wound the pap of Pyramus. I, that left pap, in which the heart doth hop, ba-bump, ba-bump, ba-bump. Thus die I, thus. 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 Now I am dead. Now I am fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight. Now die. 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 Die.
With the help of a surgeon, he may yet recover, and yet prove an ass!
How chance Moonshine is gone before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover?
She will find him by starlight. Ah! Here she comes, and her passion ends the play.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a Pyramus. I hope she will be brief.
She hath spied him already with those sweet eyes.
Asleep, my love? What? Dead? My dove? O Pyramus, arise. Speak! Speak! Quite dumb? Dead? Dead! Thy sweet eyes! These my lips! This cherry nose! These yellow cowslip cheeks are gone! Are gone! Lovers make moan! His eyes were as green as leeks, with hands as pale as milk, tongue, not a word.
But Nick Bottom the Weaver was best of all. He lived Pyramus, he died Pyramus. Flute as Thisbe was close behind in greatness.
Moonshine and Lion are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and Wall too.
No, assure you, the wall is down that parted their fathers. Would it please you to see the epilogue, or to hear a dance between two of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you. For your play needs no excuse. Never excuse. Mary, let your epilogue alone. The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers, to bed. 'Tis almost fairy time. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn, as much as we this night have overwatched. This gross play hath well beguiled the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends, to bed, in nightly revels and new jollity.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy ploughman snores, all with weary task fordone, whilst the screech owl, screeching loud, and we fairies that do run from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream. Now our frolic, not a mouse, shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Now the mortals have gone to sleep. Into the palace the happy fairy spirits creep.
Through the house give gathering light by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar, and this ditty after me sing and dance it trippingly.
First rehearse each song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, will we sing and bless this place, a tra-la-la-la-la.
Now, until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray. To the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be. So shall all the couples three ever true in loving be. Every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless through this palace with sweet peace, and the owner of it blessed ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay, and meet me all by break of day.
And so at last, after the craziness of this midsummer's night, the paths of true love come home happily in smiles and grins of laughter. The royalty, the lovers, the actors, and the fairy kingdom, and everyone else lived happily ever after.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And as I am an honest puck, if we have unearned luck, and now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the puck a liar call, and so good night unto you all. Give me your hands, if we be friends, and Robin Puck shall restore amends.
Duke Theseus, played by Lucas Kuyumjian.
Hippolyta, played by Emma Rosignol.
Lysander, played by Morgan McLaughlin.
Hermia, played by Jamie Lynn Concepcion.
Oberon, played by Songjin Cho.
Titania, played by Megan Winberg.
Demetrius, played by Marcello Padilla.
Helena, played by Nyla Macias.
Flute and Thisbe are played by Diego Lacamera.
Bottom and Pyramus, played by David Garcia.
Peter Quince, played by Justin Lasculi.
Snug and the Lion, played by Nigel Charbonneau.
Stelving and Moonshine, played by Shinji Kirara Iwasaki.
Snout and Wall, played by Clarence Alonso.
Peas Blossom, Cobweb, Moth, and Mustard Seed, all played by Coco Curtin.
Puck! Played by Orrin Rothwell.
The narrator, played by Guinevere Hodgson.